Despite her allies' hate over Snowball, Pencil still decided to choose him over Teardrop, leading Teardrop to being eliminated at 5 votes. But instead, we'll let Pencil choose Teardrop and NeverButter's second what if. What if the Squishy Cherries chose Teardrop instead of Snowball? This will obviously lead to Snowball's elimination, as it was more deserved than Teardrop's. So anyways, let's get to the recap. Not much happens in BFDI 11, so the Cherries win and the names lose. Golf Ball uses her when token, which doesn't save her from the top 2. Rocky and Golf Ball are still ejected, and Rocky is chosen over to the Squishy Cherries. And Golf Ball is still eliminated. Snowball not being here makes small changes, so the names still lose and Tennis Ball and Coiny are ejected. But this time the Cherries win, so they'll have to choose one of them to join their team. Let's see their decision. It wasn't unanimous like in the canon episodes, but Teardrop weighed the pros and cons of Coiny and Tennis Ball, and ultimately decided Tennis Ball over Coiny, eliminating him. With Fire being the only namer left, the announcer disbands the teams. First, for every win token you have, that's 15 points, but you must also stop using them. Also, you guys get points depending on how well you did in the ladder climbing contest. And for every vote that you got in any of the previous episodes, that's -1 point. Match, Bubble, Rocky, and Tennis Ball fell into the danger zone, so the voting will only be between the 4 of them. Things will actually change with Match replacing Snowball. Match is the second person safe, so the person who gets the most votes other than Snowball will be eliminated. And that person is Tennis Ball. In the canon episode, Rocky and Tennis Ball are separated by 7 votes. It would be a hot take, but eventually NeverButter decided to eliminate Rocky instead. He had it coming anyway. Without Rocky, Tennis Ball will place lower. First up, Match, Ice Cube, and Eraser got penalties for receiving maroon balls. So let's see the scores. Match, Bubble, Ice Cube, and Tennis Ball are for elimination.
And there now go, we shall see it.
Let's see if any of them can beat Match in terms of voting. Match is still eliminated. Rocky replacing Teardrop doesn't change anything. Spongy still rejoins. Tennis Ball still retrieves the marbles from the acid using his magnet, so he gets 15 points. Because armless people have a slight disadvantage, they gain 10 sympathy points. Time to jump over the hurdles. Spongy, Ice Cube, Leafy, and Eraser are in the danger zone. Spongy manages to end up in the bottom 2 with Eraser. Eraser is still eliminated with a difference of around 5 votes. While everyone still does their respective challenges in the canon episode, Teardrop still does Taco. Things would get interesting in the barf bag contest for everyone except for Blocky, who is still knocked into the colored water. Pencil still uses the colored water as the flavor for the ice cream. And because it's colored water, Pencil and Bubble survive longer. Then everyone is pulled out after surviving a minute. I actually forgot to mention that Teardrop doesn't change the scores of the canon placements in the taco contest. Tennis Ball and Pen are already guaranteed to be in the danger zone. Either Teardrop or Leafy will join them. Teardrop needs at least 3 likes to surpass Leafy. And lucky for her, she gets 5 likes. Leafy, Tennis Ball, and Pen are up for elimination.
And there now go, we shall see it.
The choice is pretty obvious. Pen is eliminated in the bottom 2 with Tennis Ball. Because armless people like Ice Cube and Spongy cannot bowl, they're disqualified. Bubble bowled down 0 pins, so she doesn't count either. Leafy bowled down 3 pins, so she can remove 90 points. She chooses equality, 10 points off everyone. Pencil bowled down 5 pins, so she can remove 150 points. She goes through with Leafy's idea, but has to stick with her alliance, meaning 25 points off everyone else. Teardrop bowled down 6 pins, so she can remove 180 points. Because the alliance tried to put themselves in the lead, Teardrop decided to remove 60 points for them each. Blocky bowled down 7 pins, so he can remove 210 points. He drains away all of Bubble's points. Then he removes 80 points from Leafy and Pencil for lowering his score. And finally, Firebolt a strike, meaning he can subtract 300 points. Spongy and Teardrop are too far ahead of everyone else, so he removes 100 points for them. Because Blocky was mean to Bubble, Fire removed 40 points. And finally, he removed 30 points from Leafy and Pencil for lowering his score. Let's tally them up. Can't forget the most chunky twist in BFDI history. Everyone is up for elimination, except for Fiery. Teardrop is the fourth person safe, meaning Blocky is still eliminated. The only major change is that Leafy pairs up with Teardrop and Ice Cube pairs up with Spongy. Let's see how well the teams score. Teardrop, Leafy, and Spongy are for elimination.
And there now go, we shall see it.
As you may know, this was a contestant vote, so let's let them decide. The alliance was the deciding factor, so Spongy is eliminated again. Unfortunately, the scoreboard has been downgraded due to budget cuts, and what makes it even worse is that it can only hold 2-digit numbers. Because Teardrop is replacing Rocky and Tennis Ball is replacing Spongy, let's see how they score. Teardrop, Tennis Ball, and Bubble are for elimination.
And there now go, we shall see it.
The first contestant safe is Bubble, so now it's down to Teardrop and Tennis Ball. Teardrop just happened to be in the bottom two, so Tennis Ball is eliminated. The first contestant safe is Teardrop. The next winner is David, so now it's down to Bubble, Ice Cube, Pencil, Fire, and Leafy. And finally, the last contestant safe is Fiery. Because Teardrop finished first, she has to pick a fourth person to also be immune. She chooses Leafy, so the entire alliance is up for elimination.
The points are gone, we are free of them now, but we look on to the moment that we see the next slice of cake, a step closer to the prize brought on by Cake and Steak.
The first contestant safe is Bubble, so now it's down to Pencil and Ice Cube. This could be quite a close vote. Pencil is the vote magnet, while Ice Cube is bland. Ice Cube is eliminated with about a 5-vote difference. This time you'll be cooling down the TLC before the final rejoin of the first season. While Pencil manages to escape the vortex, she would get shot down by either Fire, Leafy, or Teardrop, and Teardrop would get shot down by Bubble. It is not explained how David died, but nevertheless, Bubble wins immunity and chooses Pencil.
The points are gone, we are free of them now, but we look on to the moment that we see the next slice of cake, a step closer to the prize brought on by Cake and Steak.
Looks like the canon winner of BFDI has been eliminated. Rocky manages to make it to the top 5, and surprisingly rejoins the game. Pencil not being here doesn't change anything. Leafy still wins immunity.
The points are gone, we are free of them now, but we look on to the moment that we see the next slice of cake, a step closer to the prize brought on by Cake and Steak.
The first contestant safe is Bubble. Next up is Teardrop, and finally Pencil. So now it's down to Rocky and David. Both entered the game late. It's quite a toss-up, but the last contestant safe is Rocky. You know what they say, day beaters never win. This time the first 2 people to escape the volcano will win immunity. The first contestant safe is Pencil. So now it's down to Teardrop, Leafy, Rocky, and Bubble. And the last contestant safe is Teardrop, meaning Bubble, Rocky, and Leafy are up for elimination. Rocky manages to land in the bottom 2, and Rocky is eliminated in a landslide. There will be many changes, leading Pencil to win the final immunity ticket. Bubble is the first contestant safe, so it's down to Teardrop and Leafy. The last contestant safe is Teardrop, meaning Leafy is eliminated. For the contestant vote, Teardrop will win by 11 votes. In third place is Pencil, so the winner is either Teardrop or Bubble. And finally, the winner is Bubble. Bubble lets everyone up to Dream Island, except for Flower and Blocky. Season 2 depends on whenever the viewers want it. The next What If I'll be going over is If BFB Never Split, Part 1, which is actually getting remastered tomorrow. So I'll see you guys there. I might change all of the BFDI profile pictures.